How's it guys, welcome to a new video. In today's video we're going to be doing a playthrough of Coromon together. Well, not today's video, it's going to be a couple of videos, so let's get started. Anyway, I haven't played the game before. Well, I did actually play for a little bit on stream yesterday, but unfortunately the sound of the stream wasn't working, so we're going to be playing it again together. We are going to be doing like short little videos, about half an hour playthroughs together, so we'll probably end up just trying to catch certain Coromon, as well as get from, like, let's say the first town to the second town with doing all the quests as well. I don't look like that. I'm quite pale in real life, so we're going to go with that. I like the color green, so we're going with that. I have glasses. My hair's also kind of a mess, a lot thinner than that, but they don't really have my hairstyle. And I'm a strawberry blonde, but I don't know. It's between these two, but I think it's more of the darker towards the brownish orange than anything more than that. And I don't wear hats, so meh. And my name is Broken, and the underscore Zeta is just because, you know, that's where I live. And let's get straight into it. So now our mother is going to be telling us that she wants to take us out for breakfast before we go to the train ride. I'm going to just skip all of this, the routing, because nothing really interesting happens here. Again, she's just going to take us out for breakfast before we hit the road. And she told our brother Dexter over here to watch the food in the oven. Delicious breakfast later, and we are now at the train station where our mother's going to give us some nice monies and tell us that we need to make sure we have clean underwear. Because, you know, mother has to worry about our laundry. So we got ourselves 3,000 gold over there, and here comes the train. Looks like your typical Japanese bullet trains, which are going to take us to the next area. Now she's saying hopefully we have our backpack, our ticket, and a clean underwear, and we are now old enough to look after ourselves. What's really cool is that the game itself has emojis per se, so like now the mother's quite sad and it's showing you that she's sad because of the sad emoji. So I quite like that addition. It gives a little bit of flavor to the characters, a bit more than what Pokemon itself did. But anyway, let's continue. So now we're in the next town, and we need to go and speak to the researchers, or whatever the counter lady is called. I can't remember. I can't think of the name. But we'll have a look at that now. The receptionist is the word I was looking for. I couldn't actually think of a receptionist. We're in Lux Corpus Campus. Lux Solus Campus. That's the receptionist. I'm the new battle researcher, and she's just asking me if, well, she has to register me or check my registration, and they want to know what difficulty we're going to be playing on. There is easy, normal, hard, and insane. So easy is your Coromon are healed every time they level up, and things are 50% cheaper. And you can feed them any healing cake. You don't need to use special revive items to revive them. Normal difficulty is just your normal difficulty, like when you start Pokemon, it would be that. So if it dies, you need to use revives. If it needs healing, it needs to be healed with the correct items, and everything's normal price. Hard difficulty is when your Coromon faints, it will leave your squad heading for the wild, which is really horrible for me because I've never played the game, and we need to get things right first with regards to typings and things like that. Then insane mode is you cannot escape from any battles. There's only one Coromon in each area, using a Lux lure even, and if it faints, you're out of luck, and you're free to capture any perfect Coromon. Now you do get 3 different typings. You get your normal Coromon, you get potent is the word I was looking for, and then you get your perfect Coromon. Now the potent and powerful, obviously, potent and perfect have the better statistics than a normal Coromon, and they also have different appearances. So they're very close to, like, they become a shiny version from what I've seen previously. And yeah, they're actually quite cool to have a look at. Now we get to pick which color we'd like. Obviously, again, my favorite color is green, so that's a given. We are going to pick the green one. These are battle gauntlets. We need them for catching, fighting, and doing a whole lot of other things that will happen later on in the game. Now we need to go find Gideon in his lab, so let's go run over to Gideon. Again, guys, if, let's say, through the playthrough you'd like me to actually just read the text instead of telling you what's happening, we can do that as well. But I'm not the best with using different voices, so I'll just have to read what they're saying. Like now, I'll be like, Gideon is the one that you'll get up, will get you up to speed. Let me fetch him for you. Sorry, I actually don't know why. It looks like Gideon is out to lunch. But no worries, I can take a quick break to get you everything you need. Follow me. So, I mean, if you guys want me to read like that, we can. But otherwise, we can just see what's happening here. So we grab a data chip. And then we go from just explaining what the data chip does. And it tells us, just stores all of our data. It's kind of like the Pokedex in Pokemon. But we're not playing Pokemon. But, you know, I'm sure everyone who's watching this has. If you haven't, the data chip is there to store everything that we find with regards to information and things like that. So every time we see a different Coromon, it's going to show us everything about it and things like that. These are the type effectivenesses. Cut is good against electric, poison's good against normal, wind air is good against fire, heavy is good against ice, foul and water, magic is good against ghost. These are skills only. You do not find a cut type Coromon or anything like that. You do find the 7 typings: normal, electric, ghost, sand, fire, ice, water out in the wild, but the 6 moves, skills only, you find within Coromons themselves. Alright, now we're going to go pick our first Coromon down in the basement. I just want to show you what the chip does. So it allows us to access all of this, and then you get things like the database over here. It shows you your potent and perfects. And then once we have found one, I'll show you what we can do with that as well. So now we're going to speak to Nelson. He tells us that we smell funny. I'm joking. He says, the smell of a starry-eyed battle trainer here to receive their first Coromon. But he needs to first update this little machine of his so that we can use it and hopefully not break an arm or a leg while we're inside the machine. Alright, he's taking our measurements. Very weird to do that, because I mean, wouldn't the machine itself be able to take our measurements? Alright, he said there that we should be careful not to move because we might break an arm, or even worse, break his machine. He cares more about his machine than our arm. Okay, so now we got some questions here. You encounter a wild Coromon, what is your first reaction? Honestly, it's to attack it because obviously we need to catch it. And if I don't have it, we want to kill it for experience. Anyway. Question 2. What is your motivation for becoming a battle trainer? I want to tame the strongest Coromon. Which of these 3 attacks appeals to you the most? Fiery Breath. The other 2 don't really sound like they do much damage. And I'm all about damage. And then out of the 3 colors, Arctic Blue is my favorite. I don't really like red that much, although fire is really cool. And Navy Blue is just a bit too dark for me. And my first ideal date would be a candlelit dinner. Museum tours to me are boring, and skydiving, I haven't ever done it before. And doing it on a first date, really, as far as I know, you have to be tied to someone else, so it's not much of a good first date option. Okay, then we've got the water type one, who's tanky, and the Ice Cub, or in my case the Ice Cub, but he's an overall fighter. But they're saying I should go with the Fire Coromon Taruga. Let's have a look at all of them. So if we say summary, it shows you everything about them. He's got all-round stats with defense, special defense, and attack. He's rare. But what we want to see is what their abilities are. So he's immune to critical hits, which is really, really good to have. Then this one raises its most proficient stat when one of its stats is lowered. And after taking super effective damage, the Coromon's defense and special defense increases by 2 stages depending on the type of damage. So based on their abilities, we're actually going to go for Taruga because having that ability is actually really, really insane. So let's grab ourselves the Fire Turtle, and that's exactly what we're going to call him. Okay, so it tells us we've got the thick skin trait, and he gives us his free Patabit as well, so that we don't have any trouble in the wild. Now we go for a training battle, sort of like how you do with your rival in Pokemon after you've picked up your first Pokemon. Alright, so we against, again, same thing as Pokemon. He uses the water typing, which is strong against fire, but luckily they don't actually have any up moves. But he did have fully rested, but luckily for me, he cannot crit me. So I think we win this one. Alright, so easy first battle. Just a quick one, just so we know. So the very top bar, the yellow bar that you saw, is the experience bar. We get Cinder, launch a small burning cinder at the target with a 10% chance to burn the target. See that bottom blue bar that went up over there? That blue bar is like a separate, I guess you could say it like an IV experience bar. So when that reaches full, you get 3 skill points to place into your health, attack, speed, defenses, or anything like that. Okay, now we need to go and explore Radiant Park. And he's telling us not to pass the bridge because they are generally unfriendly over there in the beginning. So let's grab an item or 2 over here. There's nothing else in the area or anything to speak to anyone. There is actually a couple of things within the world. You get some quests that you need to do while you are playing the actual game. So once we go into the next town, we'll land up getting quests to do, and we'll do all of those quests, and once we finish the quests, we will then move on to the next town. But again, like I said, we're just going to do the first bunch of quests for this first video, and we'll grab as many of the Coromon in the area. Another nice thing is we can click on world, and we can hover, click on the area, and it shows us that there are actually 8 Coromon to catch in the Radiant Park. So we'll try and catch a couple of them and see what we can get. So here is our first one. It is a Silkwool. Ooh. Okay, wait, before we fight the Silkwool, we actually need to go back and heal. I didn't realize it doesn't heal us. And there's a chest over here that we missed. That thing on the floor just outside of the healing or the Coromon Center is a teleporter. We cannot use it yet because we haven't been anywhere else. But yeah, we do this over here. That's a travel system, so we don't need to have any Coromon knowing fly, which is also a really cool addition to the game. Having to teach HMs and TMs and things like that to Pokemon is, you know, you always got to have that certain type of Pokemon in there, which isn't really nice. So this guy's asking us to go and catch him a Coromon because he can't catch them himself, and he needs to catch one for his boss. So we literally just gonna throw a spinner at the Silkwall. We're gonna call him Birdie. Ooh, can't even catch him. I guess we're gonna do some form of damage to him. We will fireball his face. You do get experience from this, like you do in the newer generations of Pokemon for catching Coromon. You do gain some small amount of XP. We don't need that. We are going to give him a nickname. I'm going to call him Birdie. And we reached a new milestone. We'll get into the milestones a bit later, just so that we can show you what they all do and things like that. Then we're going to speak to this guy again if he stops moving. We're going to give him Birdie. Then his boss gets upset with him, saying you should be doing this on your own, otherwise it's cheating, and give him his Coromon back. So he gives us back our Coromon, and he gives us some silver spinners for our effort. There is also an item over here that we're going to grab. It is another spinner, some HP cakes and SP cakes, and we're just gonna try and catch everything that's inside here before we move on. There is actually a rare Coromon in this area, but I don't know what its spawn rate is. Maybe we could take a look at the spawn rates on the wiki or something like that to try and see. But here is our little armadillo. So we are going to catch the armadillo. Hopefully I don't crit. Good. So let's go and catch him. We are going to call him Armadillo because that's exactly what he is. I mean, Armado is his name, but it is an armadillo, so... is our armadillo. And there we go, we've awakened some potential. So earlier I was saying we get the upgrade stuff. You can have a look at their base stats, you can have a look at their... I don't know why his base stats are special attack, unfortunately, because he is a normal attacker. If you have a look at his skills, we're gonna have a look there. So physical is Slam. Is special with Cinder, but then we got physical, then special, physical, and status. So he only has 2 special attacks. I don't know why the game decides, oh, well, you know, if you want to play him as fire, you need to play special only. So we probably will only go up in like HP, speed, and I don't really want special attack because it uses so much SP. So maybe... I don't know. Let's take some SP rather, so that we can use more attacks. So we'll make him a very fast, healthy boy. Let's just quickly do it here. So this is the R&D lab. This guy's just saying, ah, you must be the new battle researcher. Okay, his name's Larry, and he'll tell us about the magical world of the gauntlet. This is where they test new different things for the gauntlet. And like some of those is like this over here, the push module, where you get to push things. Then this module over here is a fire one. Can't imagine what we'll need that for. But it must be something later on in the game. Now we got ourselves Rigel over here, saying that there's an important matter to get into. And he's saying that the stink module that he knows of can wait. And he teleported to somewhere else. Okay, he got us a lab coat and some glasses that we need to wear before we go into this restricted area of his. Alright, so he's telling us welcome, saying this is a Tartan, this is what our Tartan task force is all about. This is a Tartan essence, and it started manifesting a couple of months ago. What does it do? Well, that's what we need to find out. So he's got a team for us to work with, and he wants us to join them. Yeah, saying they've got a module called the Essence Collector, which will help us understand these essences a lot better. And that it's going to be my job to figure everything out. And now they're showing us that there is a essence in the lab was embedded within an elemental Tartan on Donor Island. And there are 6 of these Tartan essences in Velva, which is the area we're in, or Valua. I don't know if that said Velva or Valua. The actual writing letters are a bit weird. Anyway, now they're going to add the essence module to our gauntlet. And bam, we now have the essence collector. And the closest Tartan essence is guarded by Voltgar, the Bend of Storms. Sounds like a very vicious name. But we are going to need to get to him now. But we need to go and visit Perrin, who's a good friend of his, and he's the blacksmith in Havel. So that's really what our next mission is. We need to go to Havel to speak to Perrin. But before we go moving on to Havel, we need to see if we can find anything else. So what we're going to do is we're just going to run around in this little bush over here for a bit, and we're going to see if we can find ourselves any potent or any special mons. Actually, before this is the Larry from earlier. He's telling us now about the stink module. So he's saying take the stink module. What it does is it's essentially a repel from Pokemon. But you don't actually have to open up the menu. You can just use the F or C to use it. So I'm just gonna, he wants us to use it. So we just use it, and if you have a look at the grass, you can actually see it pulsating, I guess, a different color, green, and that means that you will not find any Coromon in these bushes as much until the timer has run out at the top. But I mean, it's kind of silly because I can just go to the bush next to it and it's bam, it's there. Although we haven't fought anything, there we go. So it kind of defeats the purpose, but that's how it works. And now we found ourselves a Mino, who is a fire cow. So as you can see, the red bar above our ability means that this is not super effective. And if it was super effective, it would be green. So we don't have the fire cow, so we need to now catch one. Hopefully that little bit of damage was enough. Although we'll just use a silver spinner just so we can catch it because we don't have much life right now. Oop, that did not work. I guess we will have to just lose our first mon. Again, we are playing on normal, so it doesn't actually matter if we die. We do have the pat a bit as well. And Birdie and the armadillo. Alright, so we're not going to check its summary, but we are going to call him Fire Cow. Again, we did do this on stream, so we do know everything we're doing right about now. But we are going to... I believe this guy's actually looking for... no. There is actually a quest where they... what's it that we're trying to say? There is actually a quest where the one guy's looking for a fire cow. I believe this guy is looking for Taddle. Taddle is one of the rare Coromon. I haven't seen one here before. I don't know what their rate of encounter rate is. But we're just going to keep going for a bit. I mean, there were quite a lot of Coromon in this area. I'm not sure if you have to come back later or whatever the case is. It will be something I'll look at for the next video. But for now, we're just going to be able to catch whatever we can see and go from there. Again, you do find I do need to catch more than one of these because for quest we're going to need more. Oh, and that was just really unfortunate that it hit so many times. And again, hit a lot of times. Let's see if we can go first. Good. Oh, look, I hit once only. How irritating. Alright, we're gonna see if we can catch him. We'll use the other silver spinner. And hopefully doing the 9 damage is enough to at least catch him. Nope, wasn't. Alright, we only have one more chance to catch him, otherwise we're gonna land up dying. So let's hope and pray that we can catch him. We're not gonna name this one because we're gonna be giving it away. Alright, perfect. No, we're not gonna name him either. Everyone gets a little bit of experience. And a new milestone. So I'll actually show you what the milestones do now as well. So we're going to click on milestones. We're going to claim a couple. And as you can see, it gives us experience. And once you've got XP, you can click there. And it gives us some free stuff. So we got some HP cakes. And as you level up, you gain more and more and more different things. And it just keeps going. And actually use the mouse to play, which is really interesting. But for now, we are actually in Havel. And this is the guy I was talking to you about. He said he was looking for Mino. And we found one. So we're going to hand it over to him. And he gives us his Buzzy. And we must look after it. But yeah, so this is going to be our new... This is the new area. This is Havel. So we're going to stop for today over here. And I will see you guys again tomorrow for more Coromon. Hope you guys enjoy the video. Please leave a comment and remember to subscribe and like the video and hit that notification bell so that you have notifications of when I upload my videos so you don't miss out on anything. Anyway guys, I hope you have a good one, and please remember to visit me again tomorrow for the next update. Keep safe. Cheers guys.